And welcome to another edition of Judgment Day. I'm Matt Rebar, joined by Logan Molnar. We're missing Raina. She is doing something. I don't know what she's doing this week, but she's out of here. So it's just the two of
She's
us.
busy.
Now I'm going to read you this title. And I want, by the way, we're doing Am I the Asshole? It's basically moral judgment on the internet on Reddit. Yeah, this title is kind of funny from the jump. Am I the asshole for eating cake? I would say yes, because cake is terrible. No, I'm kidding.
I'm more of a cheesecake fan.
I'm not kidding about cake being terrible. Well, no.
You're right, and you should say it.
Ice cream any day of the week.
Yes.
All right. Shall we? Shall I give you a little?
We shall.
26-year-old female. Let's give her the name Belinda, as in Belinda Carlisle. Belinda Carlisle, was in the break room at work. My time was almost over when I saw someone I knew walk up and take a piece of cake off a table. So I walked up and saw my friend's name written on the top and took a piece without thinking about it. I was thinking I'd ask her about it later and thought nothing of it. Later, I got a message from her, about the same age, she's maybe older, that said, next time I bring something in, please ask. Don't just help yourself. Multiple people said you helped yourself to cake, which I wouldn't have cared if you had asked. I was so embarrassed and couldn't believe she talked to me like that over a piece of cake, especially since I offered to drive out of my way to take her home and she had a flat in the lot, even though I was having car trouble myself. I responded, I thought it was for everyone. A clearer sign next time would be good. If it does, that Hell's Kitchen seltzer just ripped through me. If it doesn't matter, why even say anything? I feel like you made me feel embarrassed for no reason. People are talking about me behind my back. Nice. Belinda, we need some better grammar next time. She responded that she was asking for respect and that she had written her name on. Now the fight has blown out of proportions. She refuses to take responsibility for her part in it, keeps saying I was disrespectful to just help myself to cake, and that she didn't yell at me, and that she was just letting me know because if it had been someone else, I would have gotten in trouble, which seems like she's backpedaling on what she said so she doesn't sound like the bad guy. I think this whole thing is petty and ridiculous. And I'm thinking, I don't need someone in my life who will cause ridiculous drama like this and who refuses to take responsibility for their part of an argument. I feel like we both overreacted. And that's why I said to try to put this nonsense behind us, but she won't let it go. And if it ended that way, it wouldn't have solved any hurt feelings on either side anyway. So I don't know. I have issues with anxiety and I try and live a calm and peaceful life. And I feel like she's dragging me through the mud over a stupid piece of cake. Logan.
Wow. Every time I hear about one of these threads, like workplace issues and dramas, I thank God that I haven't dealt with anything like this thus far. This just sounds insane to me. I'm just gonna come out and say it. If there's food just like sitting out in the common room, it's a free for all. That's what it is,
100%.
It shouldn't matter if someone's name is on it, maybe it's like, oh, this was for this person, but like it's out in the open now, it's here, so like take a piece.
Yeah.
Again, I agree, a clearer sign should have been there. Like, hey, this is so and so's cake, not just a sign that says her name. Because if I saw that and I saw someone take a piece, I would think, oh, cool, someone brought her a cake. Like, I'm going to take some too. Why wouldn't you?
I couldn't have said it better myself. And here's the thing. I know that we're not all in like a cubicle office. Put the cake in your car. Put the cake, above the fridge with a note on it so that if people even go, if it's just on the table in the middle, like it's some video game and this is like a piece of thing that you pick up, like, what is she doing? And like, it's one thing. I don't think her text saying, hey, next time, could you please ask if my name's on it? I wouldn't have minded, but I don't think that that's necessarily outrageous. But again, I feel like there's a lot of jumping to the next level in this. She let this cake out. It's public domain cake. Her text, okay, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like great. She responded and said, I would have just been like, oops,
yeah,
sorry. Sorry. Thought it was for public. Maybe next time we could do a sign ? She went on to kind of be a little more sassy than she needed to. I feel like you made me feel embarrassed for no reason. People are going to talk behind me about my back, yada, yada. Because like, I'd have no, when I came into work next, people ask me about it. I'd be like, it was in the middle of the break room. The cake was out there. Like people were at the cake. It's, I don't know. I just,
yeah. I mean, and I get feeling kind of embarrassed. Because again, the first initial text would have, it would have been like, okay, and here's my response. Like me, it would have been nice to have a better sign, so I would have known.
Mhm.
I probably would have done the same thing, like been worried that people are just gonna, be petty behind my back now. Be
Mhm.
like, oh, that's the cake stealer. Even though, she meant no harm at all. She just wanted
Mhm.
a piece of cake because she saw someone else get some cake.
Yeah.
I would have done the exact same thing. I gotta go no asshole. Or not the asshole.
Yeah, this is tough. I think honestly, everyone sucks here a little bit. It's not necessarily about the cake issue. It's more about
Mm.
the cake person, the
It's
cakeist. I
not
don't
the cake, it's the
know.
response to the cake.
It's the response, and then like neither of them backing down. This is
Mhm.
ridiculous to be fighting over, and it is petty. So I gotta just say, girls, get over it.
Mhm.
Don't leave food just in the middle of the break room with no note. It's just open domain. I think everyone kind of would agree with that.
Yeah.
Two, if you don't want anyone to have the cake, put it in your car, put it in your cubicle. Why bring the cake to work? Why was there, if you wanted
Yeah,
cake for lunch, why are you bringing a whole cake? Cut a slice
I
and put
wanna
it in Tupperware.
I wanna know why the cake is there in the first
What
place.
is the purpose of the cake? And then that's another thing too. I just feel like it's so clicky to be like only select coworkers, or like some coworkers could go and get the cake and others have to ask me for cake. Like it's just
Yeah.
wishy-washy. I feel like it's so wishy-washy. I feel like I'm at the coin thing where yeah, what's that called? The cleaners. I feel like I'm at the cleaners right now. Just
The
so
coin thing.
wishy-washy. It took me a minute to get there. Jeez. That's why I have to say everyone sucks here. So and
What
you
does the thread
said,
say?
what did you
I
say?
said, not the
Not
asshole.
the asshole.
Yeah.
Thread said asshole.
Stop.
Here's why. Top comment. You're the asshole. I don't think it's completely crazy to think that it was cake for everyone, but after she pointed out that it wasn't, it sounds like you got defensive and continued the confrontation unnecessarily. Better to just say you're sorry and that you misunderstood and left it at that.
That is true.
2, you're the asshole not for the mistake, but because you just won't simply apologize and let it go. Why do they need to admit some fault if it's not really a big deal? You're definitely the one blowing this out of proportion. That's
Hmm.
kind of true. Third one, I don't even want to read because it's literally just a essay. But yeah, you're the asshole. And again, they're saying it's not for the mistake because honestly,
Mhm.
like we get it. We kind of agree with you, like the impression of the cake. It's
Yeah.
just getting defensive after she raised the problem to you. And I will agree with you there. I think that's the biggest jump in this is
Hmm.
her response didn't love that, but then the cake eater's response to be like, well, great, now people are going to talk about me and like, boom, like,
Yeah.
you
That
kind
is
of added
true.
the fuel there. So, well, now we know. Don't necessarily eat the cake in the break room, I
Don't
suppose.
be. Oh, is it Marie Antoinette? She said, "Let them eat cake."
She did. She did say that. So you were correct. So
Don't be a Marie Antoinette.
don't be that. Alrighty, well, Logs, it's always good to see you. And that one was kind of easy. It was a little juicy, but it was easy. So I'm glad we
Fun
solved it.
judging.
And we'll see you next time here on Judgment Day, your favorite little Reddit post discussion podcast. Oh my god, we're both out of it. All right.
Bye.
Peace out. Bye. Get us out of here.